We are back. I'm recording another one. I do these things in threes. Well, really fours. It doesn't matter. You see the title of the video. Spoiler alerts. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but I did not know how to approach it. I want to know what Kenjaku was eating to birth Yuji. Like, what were the cravings? Because right now, this man is touched by the black sparks, constantly hitting black flashes. He's copying the blood manipulation. He's copying Sukuna's curse technique. Well, modernizing it and copying it. But at some point, what is Fuga gonna look like for Yuji? In order to hit Fuga, Yuji needs to use cleave and dismantle. Or at least that's my interpretation. I think that's the caveat for Fuga for you to do open. But it's interesting because why is like that's why I need Gege to tell us what Sukuna's curse technique is, because and that's another thing. Sukuna hasn't even revealed his curse technique, which gives him a buff. Which is weird, like why Gege is making him go about this roundabout way of like getting buffs. Like all these binding vows, and you telling me Sukuna couldn't just reveal his curse technique and get the buff? Would have solved a lot. Would have solved a lot. I'm just saying. But Gege already admitted that he dropped the ball, so I won't focus on that. But today we're focusing on Yuji's awakening. Yuji, from the beginning of this story, I've always said is underrated and already is going to be climbing the ranks to the top. I already knew he was going to be up there. I always said he was going to be up there. Y'all may not have known because I didn't drop videos at that point in time, but I always knew he was going to be up there. And this was the reason why. Every finger that Yuji swallowed, pause, no diddy, I thought that he scaled to Sukuna. When he had 15 fingers, I thought he scaled to 15 finger Sukuna. And so forth and so forth and so forth. That has always been my interpretation of the story. He's been basically bathing in the cursed energy that he's able to utilize the cursed technique. And I think that that's important. And I think that's why him not having a cursed technique is what makes it so much better, because essentially he's just using everyone's. Think about that. Because of his relationship by blood to Chozo and the siblings, he can use blood manipulation. Because of his bathing of Sukuna's cursed energy, he can use cleave and dismantle. And one thing we have to understand is that he's starting to grow through adaptation. Yuji is not Maharaga by any sense of the name, besides the fact that he's physically getting up there. He's starting to use dismantle, targeting the soul. He's starting to use cleave in a different way. There's so many ways that Yuji is starting to be a top dog, and it's dangerous. It's crazy because what I want, and let me also say this. Let me also say this as a side note, Gege, please, bruh, Urarame Hikari, finish the fight before Sukuna's fight is over. This is stupid. Why are we doing this? Why? Focus on Hikari and Urarame. Get that fight out the way. There's no reason for it to come after unless you have another fight planned. That's stupid. And if he's gonna make Hikari and Urarame off screen, that's a waste. That's a waste. I'm not gonna lie. That makes me mad. That's a waste. I don't know why they are choosing to go this direction. But nonetheless, Gege is doing his thing. And it is his story. And I want him to tell it. But I can't overlook these issues in terms of the story because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. What would I, as a reader and a fan, do to not share my 2 cents on the way the story is written, the missed opportunities that I've already said, talked about beforehand, the parallels that he's been painting, and some of them are quite beautiful. Some of them are, but it's execution. It's the way that he did Sumiki, which he already acknowledged himself. He's acknowledging the missed opportunities himself, and he's acknowledging the way the story is being written right now. It's not the greatest. It doesn't utilize everything that it needs to. I feel the exact same way. But he's trying to do right. And he's starting with Yuji. Yuji was able to hit a record breaking black flashes in a row, plus the piercing blood, plus dismantle, plus cleave. Like Yuji is doing his thing. And so today I wanted to talk about Yuji wanting to use, not even wanting, I want to see Yuji use Fuga. I want to see him open that black box and not realize that there's more than just Fuga in that box. Because I still believe to this day that Sukuna's curse technique is cooking. What better way than to showcase that the curse technique is cooking than by giving him knives that separate purpose? Hence, you have a knife that you have a knife that cuts meat. You have pause. You got a knife that cuts meat, vegetables, fruits. You got a knife that does a different purpose. You got different knives, and cleave and dismantle the same thing. Furnace, Fuga, that's the oven. Now the only part is Malevolent Shrine is like it's really far left. Unless his ability, the way that Malevolent Shrine looks, is the cooking of the soul. The soul eating could be his curse technique. And therefore, in order to eat, you gotta cook it. This could be a reach, of course. I could be wrong, but that's my only prevailing theory right now for until further notice. That's what it is. Yuji is starting to become one of my favorite, and the curse that his grandfather put over him and the backstory. And that's another thing that like Yuji's awakening could have been done so much not better, but there could have been more pieces to it because of Kenjaku being the maternal figure for him, because of the stuff with his dad, because of his relationship to Sukuna, all of that. Like there's no more. We don't need any more implications. I just need Gege to come out and say it. Give us the backstory. Give us how he got here. What is the point? What is the point? You low diffed Kenjaku. Sorry, I had to throw my phone out. You low diff Kenjaku and didn't give him any dialogue to talk about for Yuji. Now I hope Kenjaku comes back because right now, Gege, you got me on the tight. You know, I'm a little upset. But we got the stuff Sukuna going on. We get it. I see the implications. I see the writing on the wall. Execute. Please do not treat Yuji like Gojo. Do not do him greasily. The execution needs to be there. He's your main character. And I stand on that. And so I want to see Yuji use Malevolent Shrine, or maybe as people have been saying, Benevolent Shrine, or maybe it's something entirely different. Maybe the modernizing is him cooking. Maybe let him cook. Maybe let him cook as a real thing for Yuji. I could see that. But Gege has to capitalize on that. And so I think with Yuji, we have a lot to see from him. More black flashes in store, more different applications of dismantle and cleave. And it's got me thinking, for everything that Sukuna does, can Yuji match it? Can he mirror it because of his close relationship between blood and curse energy? Literally. How else can he be? Yuji is the next Sukuna. How else can he not be? But everyone likes to disagree with me. Everyone has their own opinions and thoughts on the story and where it's supposed to go. But that's my opinion. Yuji is starting to approach the special grade criteria because what's going to come up next is his version of infinity, not the curse technique, but in order to be a special grade in my eyes, you have to have a realm of infinity at your disposal. Gojo, literal infinity. Yuta, infinite cursed energy, infinite copyable curse techniques. Suguru, infinite cursed spirit manipulation. Yuki, infinite mass. Yuji, Infinite black flashes? Hmm. Or infinite growth, infinite potential, infinite development. There's so many ways that we can get Yuji to special grade, and I'm really excited to see it. I really am. And so I look forward to Yuji's success. And I'll definitely keep it with my chapter reviews. So the week coming up, whenever these come out, I'm probably gonna drop another set of threes because of my weekly chapter reviews. Sakamoto Day's chapter reviews were on hold. I was trying to gather my thoughts for what I wanted to do from the chapter review standpoint because I had some theories in mind. But I think I'm just gonna go and upload the reviews when they come out this Sunday. So tune in Sunday for 3 videos at the same time. I need to get my interactions up. I'm gonna be active, I promise. I'm gonna get it over with. Excuse me, that burp came up from the depths. Glad y'all can't smell that. But anyway, Steve G Hero signing off. Y'all be easy. Keep reading. Stay reading. Go outside, but don't stay out too long. It's too hot. Stay hydrated. Drink water, not juice. You dig?